back to my channel. I am back with this week's Teen Mom Recap. So I finally moved into my new place. I don't know if you can tell because it's a little bit later in the evening, so we're not getting that cool sunlight that I wanted. But I think maybe my backdrop might look a little bit better, like it's not so like angled or smushed. I don't know, let me know in the comments down below what you think. Is there any difference? I feel like there is. Also, next week on, I believe, January 30th, the show will be back, which means I will be back to doing episode recaps, probably posted on either Friday or Saturday, so get excited for that. If you want to watch recaps, if you want to watch me talk about Teen Mom Tea, go ahead and subscribe. And anyway, let's go ahead and get started with this week's video. So we're going to start off with this video that the cast posted promoting the new season because I just find it very amusing. Zesty as fuck. Next, I wanted to give an update on Farrah. She is still very much bitter that MTV doesn't want her saggy ass. Does the new season of Teen Mom show suffering, stagnation, codependency? Well, I don't know, it hasn't aired yet, but do go on. Rather than super sweet Teen Mom? Is that a reference to Super Sweet 16, which you were never on? I don't know. Sad the network got sold, had to choose cheaper teen and non-teen moms, which I guess that's Cheyenne, and the others are in debt, broken relationships. I'm grateful God spared me and lifted my daughter up. When you look at my journey, you see God. Yeah, that is like the opposite of what I see when I look at Farrah's journey, but anyway. Thanks to the executives who complimented I always made it. I made it. As I always knew from God's grace I would. Supporters, please do not further wish I was back on that show, but bless the future of new comedy. Mom shows that show strength in a woman's voice, not toxic masculinity. Yeah, what is there even to say? I mean, the God stuff is interesting. I never knew Farrah to be religious, and she used to make fun of her mom for being religious, and she called her like a country bumpkin, so interesting that that's the direction she wants to go in. Anyway, let's move on to TikTok's favorite couple, for whatever ungodly reason, Ryan and Amanda. A few days ago, Ryan posted this. Domestic violence, how rough she likes it. Basically saying that Amanda likes it rough, I guess, which, first of all, fucking barf. Really did not need the image of, like, Amanda gagging as she's being choked by Ryan. But secondly, super barf, because Ryan has actually committed domestic violence. Is that really something that you have the right to be joking about, Ryan? Especially making it sexual? Is that supposed to be funny? Because it's not. Some YouTubers started criticizing him for it, rightfully so. And Amanda, of course, posted a response. So let's go ahead and watch that, because of course she needs to respond to everything.
Ellie B, what is wrong with you? You are literally over here on live talking shit about a post that Ryan made on his IG, and you don't even know what is going on. He was legit making fun of me for backing in our garage and busting my rearview mirror. Yet your little messy ass wants to twist the story and say that he's making fun of DV and his past. Nobody but you is still stuck on that. We have moved on. This is a new relationship, a new life, a new house. We understand we fucked up in the past, but we are not living in that. We are moving on and doing what we got to do for ourselves and our children. Like I said, we ain't got shit going on. We don't do nothing but go to work, come home, do what we need to do. My best advice is, I guess, go stalk Janelle, because we ain't got shit going on over here. So I was backing into our garage and smacked the rearview mirror on the garage.
Okay, this does not make any sense. If he was talking about her mirror, why not just post a picture of the broken mirror? And of course, even if he did do that, I'm sure he would say something sexist like, oh, this woman can't drive. You know, even though Ryan has gotten into major car wrecks, DUI, driven high, all that stuff. But no, he posted this meme. He didn't post your broken mirror. He posted a meme that really doesn't have anything to do with a broken mirror or a car. It's just saying that they're so close to each other because you like those two things that are so close to each other. This is not about a broken mirror. It's about joking about domestic violence. And by the way, I went to the comments section and saw this. Well, unfortunately, Ryan isn't the brightest of them all, but he still doesn't make something that it is not. He was making fun of me and what I did, and that is it. Like, okay, Farrah Abraham, I'm not sure what that last sentence is, but I will admit that the first sentence is correct. Ryan, who is not one to defend himself, he instead just posted this. Raising my wife is exhausting. Well, raising your kids sure can't be exhausting because you didn't do that with any of them. Like, if anything, Amanda is the one raising you and defending your childish actions. You are the child. And she is not much better. She needs to stop defending you. There's nothing to defend. Now let's talk a little about Janelle and David. Him and Kenleigh are still going strong. In fact, she even hired a lawyer for his upcoming court case. That's true love right there. She also continues to defend him, and even her whole family defends him, apparently. Must be some real inbreeding going on there. She posted this. When your family makes fun of the ankle monitor, 7 crying laughing emojis. I have the most don't give a fuck fam there ever was. Yeah, they don't give a fuck, alright, about your life. She posted all her favorite things about David, and this is all from a Q&A, by the way, and I get the feeling she's sending herself most of these questions, because who is going in her inbox saying, what are your favorite things about David? Like their couple goals or something? Anyway, I'm not going to read all that because it's going to make me ill. But what stands out the most to me is hardworking. He literally has not worked in a decade. Owns up to things is hilarious as well, because I haven't seen him own up to any of his violence yet. Someone asked how David and her met, and I'm sorry, but this response had me dying. Him and his friend were walking into the local small town bar, and his friend came up and asked about my misspelled tat, and then he did too, and we played pool. Who else is not surprised that this bitch has a misspelled tattoo? Like, you know, David saw that shit and was like, oh, here's a fucking idiot that I can manipulate, and he was right. And by the way, the tattoo was not purposely misspelled, in case you wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt. No, it was not. She shows the tattoo here, and she explains the story behind it. What's your misspelled tat? And it says, wolves don't loose sleep over the opinion of sheep. And it does look like she tried to remove the second O, which is the misspelling. And the comment says, my artist, who I will never slander because he's a good dude, freehanded it and spelled it incorrectly. I did send it to him spelled correct. I will still go to him, but not for words. So first off, the fact that she's trying to prop this dude up like, oh, he's a good dude, and she's acting like she's not ashamed of this tattoo. I don't know, she tried to remove one of those O's. You can see it faded. So she must be at least a little embarrassed. But like, the fact that she still goes to the tattoo artist is so funny to me. And calls him a good dude. Like, that just says so much to me. Like, this is obviously someone who does not see patterns of behavior, who is willing to forgive some pretty egregious mistakes. Of course, David's mistakes are much worse than misspelling a tattoo. He literally beats women and children. But it just shows that pattern. Like, she gives people too much benefit of the doubt. And then this person asked in the next post, what do you have court for? An idiot. And she posts a picture of herself. I cannot. Like, yes, that is an idiot pictured here. Is David working a real job? Yes. But the Hatters ruin things, so we do not disclose. Kenleigh must be pretty deep in the lore if she is using that hat emoji to say, like, Hatters instead of haters. That dates back to, like, years ago. And I wish I could find the original tweet, but I'm pretty sure it was at least 10 years ago. Janelle was talking about the haters on Twitter, but she misspelled it as Hatters. And ever since then, whenever people are talking about Janelle and her haters, they'll spell it as Hatters. So that's about it for Kenleigh's low IQ Q&A. It's actually concerning to me that there are people that stupid just walking around out here in the world. Thank goodness she doesn't have any kids. That's all I have to say. And please, do not let her get pregnant with David. Now, as for Janelle, aside from being on and off with August, she's been spending the last few weeks selling stories about Kaiser being robbed in a park. Like, okay, not sure why you would publicize that and make him even more of a target and humiliate him further to his classmates. Of course, as an adult, we can read that and know it's not his fault, but his friends probably gonna make fun of him for it. Guess the money was more important as usual. There are also rumors that Janelle got into a fight with August's real girlfriend, so let's read this. This comes from the Teen Mom Mama Drama Facebook page. So according to LB, who is a YouTuber, Janelle had made that happy birthday I love you babe post for August's birthday. The same night, her and August went to a bar to celebrate. August's girlfriend was there, and according to Elle, her and Janelle actually got into a physical fight. That's why she has that mark under her eye. They got in the fight, and then August left with the girlfriend and left Janelle at the bar. Supposedly, Janelle called the police that night, and everyone is trying to find the call. It was also said Janelle calls the police constantly. She uses it as revenge, but a lot of the time she will call the non-emergency number because she thinks the calls won't get released. They still record all those calls, so poor Stressy and Depressy has been spiraling the past couple of days. Now, I'm not too sure about this because the Ashley's Reality Roundup, who is pretty reliable, posted that it was not true, and I do tend to believe her. Janelle does have a mark on her face. She posted this picture, and it has the caption, "Last night was scary," which does seem to imply that something happened. But honestly, I feel like more detail would have been given if this were true. Also, all these places have security cameras now, and you'd think that an employee wouldn't have taken that security footage and sold it to TMZ. And if there was a 911 call, those are public. The non-emergency line, also public. So why has the call not been released? Why has no one been able to find this call? This is a really hot news story. A lot of people would love to see Janelle's ass get beat, including me. So if it existed, I don't know, I feel like it would have been out there, but we can speculate. And that is about all for this week. Do we think that Janelle got her ass beat at the bar and then August went home with his girlfriend? With the main chick? That is too funny. I love the story, whether it's true or not. What do we think of Ryan's domestic violence joke and Amanda's defense of it? Do we think that poor widow Ryan meant no harm and he's just not that bright? Make sure to leave a comment down below and make sure to subscribe for more Teen Mom recaps every week. And we'll be back next week with episode recaps.